Join me today as Kidderminster Carolians ladies team take on local rival Stourbridge Panthers in what was a well-fought contest with returning faces, big hits and even a card. The last fixture between these sides was 4 seasons ago in only the Carolians' second ever game as a squad, and my first game as a coach at the Carolians, in which Stourbridge ran rampant in victory. With lots of improvements since then, can the Carolians get revenge? Stick around to find out. Hello and welcome to a very wet and windy Marple Lane, where today our ladies team are taking on local rivals Stourbridge Panthers. So we're playing on the third team pitch today because our usual pitch, the first team pitch, which is just over here, is being reseeded, so there's no senior rugby to be played on that this weekend. However, we are on the third team pitch, the pitch that we usually train on, so hopefully it gives us somewhat of an advantage, but we'll wait to find out. Here's your squad to face the Stourbridge Panthers this afternoon. Scarlett, Amelia and Rachel make up the front row. A new look second row of Maddie and Tina. A lot of experience in the back row between Squig, Tori and Lottie. Jess as captain and Emma French make up the half-back pairings. George and Emma Farmer make up the centre pairings. With Beth making her debut on the wing alongside Kit, who comes back into the side alongside George as a back three. Jazz and Aya to make some impact off the bench, along with Katie and Flo. And here is the Stourbridge Panthers squad that we're facing today. So here we are then with Stourbridge to kick off the game. Comes right to us, unable to really catch the ball when it first comes in, but we're looking to try and clear the lines quite quickly. Ball comes out to Lottie, tries to get it back to the backs, but unfortunately it's picked off by the Stourbridge fly off, who's able to run it in for the try. They're unable to convert it, but that just kind of showed what the first half was going to be, really. Stourbridge constantly in our faces, constantly getting up and really attacking our line, making it really difficult for us to do anything with the ball. Anytime that we did get the ball, it was finding that we'd maybe make a couple of phases and then it would go to nothing. Stourbridge really just playing a very dominant style of rugby, and it made it quite close quarters for the first sort of 20-25 minutes of the game, I think. Here we are, we've got a scrum. Unfortunately, I think they were actually offside, so we've got the resulting penalty, ticked in the corner. Line-up goes a little bit awry, but we're able to try and do something with it. Ball comes out down the line, out to Maddie, out to the Farmer. Doesn't quite get to Kitty in the end, but we're able to retain it. Beth able to use some agility, just trying to evade a couple of tackles, takes it into contact. It's quite frantic, it's quite fraught. Again, we've got the ball now, so Frenchie's pass out, but the ball did go forward. I think maybe Stourbridge a little bit unlucky not to get the advantage to play on there. But here we've got a scrum now, a little further on. Frenchie clears the lines with a big kick into the backfield. The fullback collects it, looks to try and run up the pitch as well, and just gets absolutely taken out by Georgia Carter. So a fantastic tackle there. But Stourbridge retain the ball, again pass it down the line, using some really good strong ball carriers to really try and break the lines. Keats unable to make the tackle, but Squiggy is able to make a tackle on the 5-metre line. A fantastic couple tackle there. They go blindside, and Gemma and Lottie put in or Squiggy I think put in a massive tackle again. And here we are, Stourbridge really just turning the gears, really just trying to just break us down. Really putting in some massive hits into our defensive line to try and do whatever they can do to try and stop us. And it was generally quite effective. Here they are. Unfortunately, they did a bit of crossing, I think, or they're into with one of the with an elbow, so lucky there. But from a scrum, French again clears the ball, again goes into the backfield, and Gemma's just unfortunate to not quite get there. But we've got a scrum again. Nice little trick play here to try and find some space in the midfield, and pass the ball out. Another crash ball in by Squig there. Again, just passing the ball out, a little chip in to find the behind the defence by Frenchie, but is taken down by Stourbridge. Some goal line clearance retained by Gemma Carter, narrated to Georgia, and gets taken down just on the wing. Again, Kiddy now just starting to get back into the game a little bit. This is after about 20-25 minutes worth of play. And I think the first kind of 10-15 minutes were just pretty much just solid defending, much in the way that the Tamworth game was. But here we are now really just trying to put together some forwards moves, just some attacking moves going together. Maddie coming in close, within the 5-metre line now. Forwards just picking and going as and when they can. Squiggy going, unable to break the line. So we go again. Scarlett going in. Can she? No. She's just taken down just shy of the line, but we go back to the original penalty. So again, Maddie takes a crash ball up, tries to get up the flow, but doesn't quite make it. So again, we're running up, just do what we can do, basically using Stourbridge as tactics against them. But we are able then to pass out wide, take it in, comes all the way out to Beth, and Beth's over for the try. So on our debut, Beth scores a try in the corner. Fantastic. What a day that she's going to be having today. Jess unfortunately unable to make the conversion, but it's from a tight angle, so I can't really blame her there. So we are a bit further in play now. So Kitty's now with the ball. One hand off. Just takes a tackle by the 10. Fortunately, just loses the ball just to try and throw it into any set pair of hands, but we're able to retain the ball, thankfully. We're able to secure the ruck. Lotte takes the ball, offloads to Rach. Rach is able to crash ball it, just to try and soak up some of their defenders, which is really, really good handy, but we're able to get the penalty for Stourbridge not rolling away. Unable to retain the ball at the line out from the penalty, but we're able to sack it pretty much quite quickly, which is always good. But then we lose a penalty because of the penalty there, so not exactly fantastic. A bit further on now, we've got a scrum in the Kiddie half, pretty much around the 22. So it comes out to Frenchie to Georgia rather, unable to kind of get the ball to hand, but George is able to retain it. Takes it down, sets up a ruck. Now here we are just trying to play it through the backfield. So it comes out to Squig. Squig is able to evade one defender, break a couple of tackles, offloads it. Farmer's able to crash up the ball, offloads it. George has now got the ball and gets taken down. But this sort of quick style of offloading is a way that Kitty really like to play, and it's a game that we can play effectively once we get it right. Tori takes the ball in, tries to crash it, and just soaks up some of the Stourbridge defenders. Starting to cool it down a little bit now, but the ball comes out. Kitty hands off one, hands off two. So she's got some fantastic speed. Apologies for the finger there. And a quick loop pass to Gemma, and Gemma's able to dot the ball down for a try. And Jess is able to add the 2 points from the conversion, which is fantastic. So Kitty now 12-5 up. Stourbridge really come on with the ball now. They're not happy with being down, especially since they took such an early lead. Their 10 was such a tremendous player. She had such a wicked sight up on her, it was fantastic. I think we actually gave her the opposition player of the game because she was just able to make something out of nothing half the time. But Stourbridge able to retain their line out. Got a really, really good move there, which unfortunately didn't quite pull off. I think there's a scrum to us if you want to knock on. So we get the scrum, which is great. It comes out to Frenchie. Frenchie's able to clear the ball and puts it pretty much down into the backfield. Gemma's after it, looking for a second try. Unfortunately, the fullback gets to her first, and we're able to just pile on pressure. And Squeaker's actually got hands on the ball, but unfortunately we concede the penalty there. So then again, 10 goes, quickly taps and goes, and cynically takes her down for another advantage. And when Stourbridge clear, the referee brings her back. A bit cynical from Kit there. Referee had a fantastic game, I think, on the day. Was really clear, was really fair to both sides. So I can't fault the referee at all. Big hit going in from Emma Farmer there to try and stop the Stourbridge attack. And Stourbridge again just really winding it up, just trying to get whatever sort of momentum they can into the game. Here they are, pass the ball out. Again, a big, strong ball carrier. Their rate was fantastic at doing that, as was the outside centre from the day. Two really strong ball carriers just crashed the ball up. But 10, good hands out to the 13. Taking a couple of people to try and take her down. 10 distributes out to the prop. He takes it down, and Stourbridge have the advantage again for another high tackle. This was a common theme for the first half. And that was the last action for the first half, but the referee had given people plenty of warning for high tackles. Did warn people that another one would be probably seeing one of them go to the bin. So we had to keep that in mind. The Stourbridge with the ball now in the second half, passing it out, doing whatever they can to try and utilise the space and use some of the space, because it had been quite a narrow game. Emma Farmer probably going just a tad low with that one to avoid another high tackle. Jazz and Lottie teaming up for a cracking double pair tackle there. Ball coming again all the way out from Stourbridge, really trying to play it wide. And we cut a little bit forward now. Again, heading out to the same sort of wing, just trying to utilise some of the space. Taking 2 or 3 people to take players down, and with advantage being played by the referee here for a high tackle. Again, ball comes out, another ball comes out, really trying to stretch the Kiddie defence. Sets it down into the ruck, but the referee halts play because there's a couple of injured players on the floor. So as part of that break, the yellow card comes out, and it's Kitty who's sent walking, which is never ideal. So again, the Stourbridge have another scrum, utilising the one-person advantage, really trying to spread the ball wide, really trying to get the ball out wide. Crash balling it, again got a fantastic overlap. Really just trying to use their attrition just to try and break us down, but the 10 ends up with the ball on the wing. It's able to hand off a couple of players and dot us down for a second. So Kiddie 10, 12-10 up. So Kiddie now with the scrum, we've played a switch move, so it comes out to George. George offloads it at the tackle to Gem, and Gem is such a whippet. She's so quick, but she gets taken down about within the 5 metre. So gutting to get so close and yet so far. Line happens though, and it kind of goes a little bit awry, but Stourbridge retain it. It's theirs after all. They're able to clear it, but only goes as far as Frenchie. Frenchie's able to just a little cheeky chip in over the top. A little bit of assistance off the post, but we're still putting Stourbridge under pressure on their own goal line. Really trying to get the ball. But the ball gets passed back and is dotted down. So Kiddie result have a 5 metre scrum. Ball goes in, and Tori picks and goes. And with 5 minutes out, which knows it's stopping her, she drops over the line. So that's Kiddie with 3 tries in the game, and just adds the extra 2. So back up to a full complement of 15 now, because the yellow card's now expired. And Kiddie now just trying to go through the motions, really just trying to go through the game, to try and see out. 9 points is still quite a slender lead. It is over a score, but it's not too much. You can't get too comfortable, especially against a really tough team like Stourbridge. But Scarlett, Squiggy making a couple of fantastic lines. Scarlett's determination is just not to stay down. Just to gain that extra metre or 2 is quite beneficial. We're setting up the ruck now. Comes out to Aya. Aya's a lofty offload to Maddie, and setting up the ruck. Just taking it down a little bit gentle, just being calm about it. With Emma with another cheeky chip in behind the defence, which the fullbacks aren't able to contend with. But it comes back for the original penalty for a high tackle. Obviously mentioned the high tackles earlier. Kiddie probably the worst offenders for it compared to the first half, which is probably why the Stourbridge haven't been carded for it in the game. But now Kiddie really trying to utilise the wings, really trying to utilise the space that they have over Stourbridge. Ball comes out, another crash ball option from Emma Farmer. It's one of the things that she loves to do as a centre, is really being that crash ball option. Really trying to wind up on the far side of the pitch. Again, slowed it down. Just tries to go herself from the line, but just gets taken down. And then Squeaky ends up with the ball and is able just to crash ball over from about 5 metres out. So again, another cracking option. Good communication between the forwards and the scrum half. Just unable to add the 2 points with that one. but with 14 points up, a little bit more comfortable now because obviously it's a two-try game. Squig evading 2 defenders here, 3 defenders here, pretty much shirking off a 4th, and then gets taken down by 2. She's an absolutely phenomenal player, is Squiggy. Really, really tough to play against, and she knows what she's doing as well. Pass from that doesn't really come out as planned, but we plough on. Another crash ball there from Emma Farmer. Then just setting it up, really just trying to play it slow, really just trying to go through the gears, not make any silly mistakes, not do anything stupid, and really just try and retain the ball as much as possible. But we lose the ball, Stourbridge come out with the ball, and now really trying to play quick on the counter-attack, making some meters, making some ground, fantastic, and then Kit actually makes a below the shoulders tackle to try and save the game, which is fantastic, and actually pulls off. Ball comes out for Stourbridge though. Again, fantastic, but just unfortunately goes forward. I think they would have had a chance with a score there had they actually managed to put that to hands. It's a kiddie now with the scrum. Ball comes out. A couple of good little offloads between the centres and fly off, which is great. But retain the ball. Squiggy, or Emma Farmer trying to really run with the ball. Again, just setting up. This is the last kind of throws of the game. This is the last kind of 2-3 minutes of the game. So just, again, not doing anything silly. The game is pretty much in hand, and we just want to try and manage this game out. See this game out as well as we can do. But we're still putting the tackles in. We're still trying to ensure that the ball goes to hand as well as when we can do. Pick up the ball, and Squiggy's off down the wing, down the line, and is able to dot over again for a second of the day. So little fantastic result for Squig there, and unfortunately not the additional 2 points suggest, but that's fine. Again, it's a difficult angle. So again, we start to run the ball back. Emma Farmer's done a fantastic run here just to avoid a couple of defenders before getting taken down herself. Again, we're setting it up. We don't want to be losing the ball. We should be in hand because we're 19 points up, but this is rugby. Anything can happen. You never know. So again, we've got the ball here. Comes out to Frenchie. Just soaks up some of the tackles. So just try and release some of the pressure, just to kind of kill some of the time here. It's a bit of a slow ball, but ball comes out. Tina offloads it. Tori offloads it. Kit's unable to do much with it, but it comes out. Again, now to Scarlett, and here we are just playing some really quick offloading rugby, just to try and really make the meters, really make Stourbridge work for it, really make Stourbridge work for this result of theirs. Again, setting up really, really slow ruck, but ball went forward. So a nice little stubby play by George in at 12 and Frenchie at 10. Unable to chip the ball all the way out to the wing eventually, which is unfortunate, but referee calls full time on that one. So got to be pleased with the result. So there we go, our first win of the season, and what a game it was. The elements are against us. It was raining pretty much all afternoon. We had a very, very strong opposition against us, but I think we were able to really play into our strengths, really play into the elements, and we came away with the win. The referee was on point. I don't think she made a single error in the game really, especially at the grassroots level of the game. The yellow card was justified, so we can't hold that against her. But overall, really happy with the result, really happy with the win, and there's loads to improve on before we head into the next game. So if there's anything you'd like to see differently with regards to the videos, then please do let me know in the comments below. But if not, please do like and subscribe. It really helps boost the algorithm to women and girls rugby in West Midlands. But that's it for now. I'll see you all in the next one.